Hello everyone, my name is Rianne B and welcome to my YouTube channel, which is dedicated to inspiring and motivating young people and adults living with autism or indeed anyone wishing to know more about the condition. So in today's video, I'm going to define functioning labels and the differences between high and low functioning autism. To begin with, functioning labels are used to describe an autistic person's level of ability and intelligence. Non-autistic people may use the terms high and low functioning to show where the autistic person may be on the spectrum and their ability to function in society. The term first appeared in research from the 1980s, testing people who had autism or an intellectual disability, e.g., where a person has an IQ of below or above 70. Research shows that IQ tests can vary in results and may not be effective in some areas. For instance, IQ tests don't always outline the different areas of autism. For instance, results for social skills and specific difficulties and needs of an autistic person. Now, many autistic people, including myself, dislike the term functioning labels as we do not like being labelled. Functioning labels are classed into two different types, low functioning and high functioning. So what is the difference? Low functioning is a description given to a person who struggles to do things and who shows severe signs of autism. People who are diagnosed with low function autism may need support for daily living and some basic activities which include self-care, cooking, cleaning, and with social communication. So now let's look at high function autism. High function autism is an autism classification where the person has no intellectual disability but may have difficulties with social communication and interaction. A person with high function autism may also struggle with making eye contact. This may be too painful or uncomfortable for them. As a result of this, people with high function often mask and hide their autistic traits to others as they fear being judged or ridiculed by their peers, so they do not speak much. Similar to low functioning, a person with high functioning autism may also struggle with daily living decisions, for example, choosing appropriate clothing to match the weather. Due to their high functioning ability, their disability is often missed and their needs are not easily recognized or supported accordingly. So I personally have been diagnosed as high functioning. In my experience, I can honestly say that I find function labels a bit uncomfortable. I am sometimes fearful of what others may think of me in social situations. I get easily stressed and overwhelmed when I feel that I am overloaded with information or too much instruction, and I struggle to understand and resuscitate sarcasm and the actual intention of others as I sometimes take things literally. I also tend to be awkward in social situations, and I don't always maintain eye contact when speaking to people. But let me share this with you. Before I got to understand what my condition was and how it affected me, I used to think that all autistic people were the same and that they had the same traits and struggles as I did. Now, as I'm starting to mature and my understanding of myself and the condition itself is developing, I now recognize that no one label fits at all. Everyone is unique, even people with autism. What one person may be like on the low spectrum could be completely different for another person on the higher spectrum. Now, doctors classify and diagnose people as low functioning or high functioning, depending on their functionality. It is always important to remember that some of the traits from high and low do not cross over, and so it may not always be clear in terms of behaviors and in traits. The most important thing to remember is that the person with autism, regardless of their label, is still an individual with a heart, a brain, feelings, dislikes, and likes, just like any other person. But one thing I can say is that it is true of most autistic people I know is that they are very sensitive and often feel things perhaps a lot more strongly than an average person, and therefore may act and react in matches and that may act in feeling. An understanding of this may help in your interaction and relationship with us. So here are a few tips I want to leave with you. Have an open mind. Don't judge the autistic person before you get to know them. Understand their likes and dislikes. Keep conversations light-hearted and friendly. Keep instructions simple. Avoid phrases that may demean or insult the autistic person. And lastly, be kind, not just to autistic people, but to everyone you come across, because you just don't know what their struggles are and what they have to deal with in their lives. So as always, I shall leave you with another one of my favourite quotes by Charles Claskman. It goes like this: kindness begins with an understanding that we all struggle. Take from this what you need. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!